Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been moving lower. Bitcoin, however, has been rejected at this previous swing low we talked about that would need to be broken to confirm that indeed we are heading lower here in the current wave count. So we have failed to break substantially below 18.9k. This was the wave B low that we talked about. You can see how relevant that level was. We got rejected here. But we haven't really made a higher high. So it's still ongoing, the decline, but it's a corrective decline. It's a slide. It's nothing impulsive. Therefore, it is very much possible, as I said before to you, that this wave B might not be finished, but that we see a larger ABC structure here. Yeah, and the key resistance level for that is 20,200. And if we break above 20,200, we may move up all the way to 22,100, and only above that I would consider something more bullish. Until then, it would just be an extended corrective wave. So, but we are generally focusing on lower with Bitcoin, you know that. We're looking at lower here, and there are a couple of possibilities how this can be counted. This is a debatable count, I know that, but in the end it's focusing on lower. This here is the idea that wave 5 is unfolding as a wave of a larger diagonal. Yeah, I can also show you the longer time frame count for that if you like to, because I had a few questions about this count. It's not necessarily a count that I like, but I'm following other scenarios as well. And just to simplify, well, just to make it clear, it could very well be that we, instead of having an ABC here, ABC, for a wave 5, that we have a 5-wave move. So that this was a 1, this was a 2, this is a 3, there will be a 4 up and a 5 down. And then all we would need to do in the internals here is to count this basically as well as a 1, 2, as we've done, but instead of counting A, B, C in a wave 3, we can count here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But this would be quite bearish because the wave 1 then is again very long. You know, then we've got a wave 2 to the upside, and this is just something that we need to observe. Okay, we just need to be open to different ideas. It doesn't really change a lot in the short term. Important to understand is that the move down here at the moment isn't really impulsive. The only way you can make that work as either a wave C or a wave 3 in a wave 3 is with a series of 1-2 setups. So again, we get into the micro counting here, but the problem is if I want to count that as a wave 3 or as a wave C, it doesn't really make a difference. They're both impulses. I would want a clear, strong sell-off. If it is a wave 3 of a wave 3, it's normally one of the most bearish waves here in the entire decline. And as a wave C as well, you normally get that unless this is a diagonal, okay, where you are allowed to have overlaps. So we will see that. But to make that work as an impulse, I would have to count here a 1-2 setup. Then there would be another 1-2 setup here. So it's not very accurate what I did draw here. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, so it's not great. So we still need to be on alert, on high alert, that this could very much go up before it comes down. And I can give you, similar to the Ethereum video, the key levels for that. So already, if we go above 19,300, this level here, this spike, it will be an indication that the move down is broken and that we will probably go up first before we come down in basically an extended wave B, A, B, C. And then confirmation for that would obviously be the break of the 19,670 level. Until then, I think we can focus on lower, but it would probably have to be some kind of a diagonal pattern or a diagonal, yeah, an ending diagonal in a wave C or a leading diagonal in a wave 3. So it's not great. They are very debatable counts, also not high probability. But again, as long as these key levels are in place, I can focus here on lower. And the target again for that wave 3 was around 17 to 17.2k maybe, yeah. So that's what we're looking at. Important question, why can the wave 5 be just an ABC? I know it's difficult to get someone's head around it, but I'll show you that on this longer time frame count. And as you know, my view is that Bitcoin created a wave 1 here, and that we are currently here in this wave 2. Now again, the wave 2 might already be finished, but due to Bitcoin's break of the 18.9k, I don't see it like that. And then that we had here a wave A, and an overshooting wave B. And again, other interpretations are possible, but that is the one that has worked for me very nicely. And then the wave C down. Now again, the wave C can be an ending diagonal. So you allow for overlapping waves, and you can have 3 waves in each subwave, but then you have to have 3 waves in every subwave. So again, it's a debatable count, but it's entirely possible. So it would still be, of course, in this wave 2, a 5-wave move. And we would look at, I don't need to think, this as a wave 1, this as a wave 2, this as a wave 3, this as a 4, and this as a 5. Absolutely fine, yeah. Zoom in a bit. And within each of these subwaves then, and that's possible, I did go through it all, a wave A, B, C. A, B, C, or even the B here, doesn't really make a difference. A, let me just think, B, C. This here, a wave 4, corrective pattern, WXY, ABC, possible. And then we're on the way down in an ABC pattern as well, in a 3-wave move, as I've indicated here on the chart anyway, in this case in red, but it's the same story. Where are we? A, B, C. So hopefully that makes sense now. Could I have had a few comments. Should refresh my knowledge in Elliott Wave, because a wave 5 couldn't be a 3-wave move or something. No, it can, but of course it needs to be embedded in a larger diagonal, and the wave C can unfold in itself as an ending diagonal. Again, it's a debatable count. Not going to deny that, but it is absolutely possible. And you know, if we use it, if we have to use the count, we use it. It's not necessarily my favorite count, but to be honest, the choppy price action that is occurring here at the moment just sort of screams for it, yeah. But we'll see. You know, I'm also open to the idea that this is unfolding as a 5-wave move, so we'll see. But as I said, in the short term, it doesn't make a great difference. And as soon as I see any evidence that it is unfolding as 5 waves instead of 3, we'll change it. Okay, and that's my update about Bitcoin. So focus on lower, as long as we stay below these key levels. If we go above 19.3, it's the first indication we go higher. Above 19.7, basically, yeah, it's a confirmation. And then we have resistance at 20.2k. If we break above that, we could even rally all the way up to 22.1k and still stay in a bearish scenario. Okay, that's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.